Now I'd like to bring to the stage Reverend Liz Stedman of the Episcopal chaplain at Northwestern University.
Well, I am not Liz Stedman. No. I just wanted to make a short introduction. I am Bob Schwartz. About 2 weeks ago, a group of us from Gay Liberation Network went out to Wheaton. The Nigerian Archbishop Peter Akinola was there, preaching hate and division within the Anglican Communion and the Episcopal Church here in the United States. He's replaced what many people say Christianity should be about with hate and division. One of the persons that I saw there who was participating in that protest along with members of Gay Liberation Network and others was our next speaker. Now, there's a very interesting thing about her. She is the granddaughter of a former president of Wheaton College. Today, she is an out lesbian, and as you're about to hear, very outspoken. As Thomas indicated, she is the Episcopal chaplain at Northwestern University, and she is the Reverend Liz Stedman. Liz?
When Bob asked me to come talk to you tonight, I said, Bob, what do you want me to say? And he said, we always like to have a member of the clergy come tell us that they like us. And I gotta say, it's baffling to me that anybody wouldn't like us. I mean, look at you. You're here, you're queer, you're fabulous. But he's right, that's not something that you can take for granted. He mentioned that we found each other when we were both out at Wheaton College protesting a sermon by the Archbishop of Nigeria. Peter Akinola has been actively pushing for legislation in Nigeria that would further criminalize homosexuality there. There are people now in jail and facing terrible oppression for being gay. This new law would make it a crime to go to the blessing of a same-sex union. So you don't even have to be gay to be jailed if this law passes. The Archbishop of Nigeria is pissed. Thank you. Got it. At the Episcopal Church right now because we are determined to celebrate the lives and ministries of queer people in our midst. And because of this, there is the threat of global schism within the Anglican Communion, which is the body that the Episcopal Church belongs to and the Church of Nigeria belongs to. And there are some people in the Episcopal Church who say, who cares about staying in this communion? If we can just go and celebrate the lives of queer people, we should just do that. And I understand where people are coming from when they say that, but I actually hope that the communion will stay together because we are coming to understand a gospel here in the United States that I hope we can spread to our gay brothers and sisters in Nigeria. And I want to just take a minute now to tell you a little bit about what I think that gospel is. Bob mentioned that I'm the Episcopal chaplain at Northwestern University, and in my work I spend a lot of time with students talking about what it means to put God first in our lives. That's supposed to be the essential calling of Judaism and of Christianity. And basically what it means is this: one, you recognize that God created us and all that we know. You understand yourself to be God's creature, and you know that if it weren't for God, you wouldn't even exist. And so putting God first means worshiping and honoring the God to whom we owe our very lives. I think that queer people do that in a special way all the time. When we celebrate our lives and relationships, we pay homage to the God who made us and calls us to be the people that we are. When we live into the truth of our lives, and especially when we do that in the face of condemnation and violence, that is a way of saying thank you to God for creating us. Now, this idea may make the religious right nuts, but when it comes to us, they're already nuts, so. But there is a very real sense in which our community struggles to put God first in our lives all the time. Now, maybe you're not religious, and maybe that idea of truth and its relationship to God, maybe that doesn't work for you. But here's what I think. I think that when you treat yourself and others with respect and dignity, you are witnessing to God's love in the world. You know, Bob doesn't really have much trouble finding clergy members to come out here year after year, because there are lots of us who like you for being who you are. What I want you to know is that God loves you for it. Amen.